Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy Murder Season here. Make sure you're new to the channel. You smash that sub button, turn on them notifications, and if you watch this video, give it a like, man. This gonna be about the rules and regulations and the registration for the Wbba 2K League sign up. So, hey, you trying to ball out? Here you go. It's everything you need to know. All right, let's start off, man. We're going to get into the rules and the registration fees and all that for the team owners. The team owner responsibility. Registrations begins today, February 16th, and ends March 3rd. The season will start March 9th. A lot of people been asking me. The season starts March 9th. Once you get your team right, everything, make sure you get into that registration. Starts today. Once you have paid and received confirmation your team is locked in, no refunds under any circumstances. Any 3 infractions will result in termination from the league, and winning teams will receive the $500, and the distribution of funds is up to the team owner. Wbba management has no control over the funds after they are sent to the team owner. So you win the championship, you get $500, and the money is get paid to the team owner. All rules are subject to revision by the Wbba management at any time during the season. Team owners are not responsible to pay fines that players incur, but the fine invoice will be sent through the PayPal of the team owner. The team owner must submit 9-man roster to complete registration. The roster includes the 2K gamer tags of each player, their position, height, weight, overall, and badges. All players must be at least an 88 overall. Only players submitted originally will be allowed to play. Also, players must remain the same position throughout the season. So you start with a shot creator, you only can play with a shot creator during the season. Ain't no switching up players. The Wbba logo is required to be on the court inside of the arc on both sides of the court at all times. To find your Wbba logo, search Lotus 419. Wbba logos required to be on the left side of all jerseys. A 9-man roster is required to start the season. After the first 5 games, you can cut your roster down to a minimum of 7 players. And after 5 straight games of only having 7 players, it is required that a free agent is picked up. Now, it's required to select the team captain. Team captain must be able to run team in absence of the owner. And the team captain must have a Gmail account. Each team is only allowed forfeits during the season. On the 5th forfeit, your team will be kicked out of the league. No refunds. Any team owner that decides they want to give up ownership and become a free agent must pay the $20 free agent fee. Team owner and team captain are the only people that can communicate with the Wbba management. And team owner and team captain, they cannot be the same player. If you own the team, you got to find somebody else on your team to be the team captain. All courts must be Elite 1 or higher. Team name must begin with Wbba. The team logo must match the team that you're registered for. So if you're the Heat, you got to have a Heat logo. Can't be with a Raptors or Jazz or any other logo. You're the Heat, got to have a league logo. Each game must be streamed, include live party chat. All players that's playing during that game must be included in the party chat. 3 players on each team must have an active Twitch or Mixer account. Account names must be submitted with the 9-man roster. Every game recorded must begin 10 minutes before the scheduled game time. Screenshots of box score must be sent to wbbadg@gmail.com within 6 hours after the game is finished. So you got up to 6 hours after the game is finished to send those screenshots and send them to that email address. Your courts and jerseys. All courts must be hardwood. Wbba logo is required on the inside of arc on both sides of the court. WBBA logo must be on the left side of jerseys. Home jerseys must be white based. Away jerseys must be a solid team color, cannot be white or gray. An alternative jersey must be a gray based color. For you free agents, what it means to be a free agent. Free agent must have a Gmail to register. Registration includes height, weight, overall archetype, badges, position, and your $20 free agent fee, all entered and paid to WBBA2KLeague.com. Each free agent must submit their position when they're signed up. All free agents have multiple opportunities during the season to display their talent. There will be a 2 WBBA free agent team rosters. Each team and each free agent will consist of a 9-man roster. Teams will be evenly matched based on position and level of skill. Free agent teams will be selected by the WBBA management. Free agent team captains also will be selected by the WBBA management as well. Free agents can be picked up at any time by any team at no cost during the season. There will be 10 free agent showcases throughout the season, and the MVP of each free agent showcase will be displayed on WBBA2KLeague.com and via Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. All rules are subject to revision by WBBA management at any time during the season. Here go your rosters and lineups. All teams must have a 9-man roster. Rosters can be cut to 7 players after your first 5 games. To reach outside of the league for inactive players, that's players not in the free agent pool, will cost $25. And pulling from the free agent pool to add your 10th, 11th, or 12 players, because you can have up to a 12-man roster, will cost $5 for to fill each one of those slots. Pulling from the free agent pool to add your 8th or your 9th player is free. So if you cut your roster down to 7 players and you need to pick up that 8th and 9th free agent to get your 9-man roster back, it's free if you pull them from the free agent pool. All teams are required to have a center, not a power forward, a center that is 6'11" or taller. There are no 5-guard lineups in this league. That is a legal lineup, and you will be kicked straight from the league. No archetype restrictions. The trade deadline is the 30-game mark. And final today to pick up free agents is the final game of the regular season. And each playoff team gains an extra roster spot during the playoffs. League rules. Make sure you know these. There are no animation glitches, no dribble moves, contact dunk packages that's not allowed on your archetype that you're not able to have. No restriction on archetypes. All players in the league are required to have at least an 88 overall. Everybody player got to be at least an 88 overall. And each team must have a 6'11" center. Not a power forward, center. You got to be at the center position. Any offense, including 5-out or 4-out, and any zone defense, 3-2-1-3-1, as well as traps and presses are allowed. Player submitted is the only player that can be played with this season. All games must be streamed with party chat. All players must be included in party. All screenshots of box score must be sent to WBBADG@gmail.com at most 6 hours after the game is played. After the first 2 minutes of the first quarter, if you lag out after that point, that game will be counted. So you got up to the 2-minute mark of the first quarter to lag out, and the game won't be counted. If you're still in there after that, the game will be counted. Each team is required to play 2 games a day on scheduled weekdays and 5 games on scheduled weekends. You'll be given a 24-hour period from the scheduled date of game to play your games. So the games is on Monday. You got up to Tuesday to get that game completed and have your box score sent to the WBBA.DQ@gmail.com. Any game not played within 24-hour window will be counted as a forfeit for both teams. Any team owner that decides they want to give up ownership and become a free agent must pay the $20 free agent fee. Playing with inactive players or unsigned free agents will result in a forfeit and fine. Each team is only allowed 4 forfeits during the season. Your 5th one, you're gone. You're kicked out the league, no refunds. Any 3 infractions will result in termination. Season will consist of 40 games of pool play. Games played on matchup basis. Every team will not play every other team. Any games that are missed and are successfully appealed will be rescheduled at the end of the season. And the top 8 teams from the East and West at the end of the season will advance to the playoffs. The playoffs will consist of first round, single elimination, second round, best of 3 series, the conference finals, best of 3 series, and the finals will be the best out of 5 game series. Scheduling. Season will consist of 40 games of pool play. Games will be scheduled at 12 a.m. Central Time, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. 2 games are required on scheduled weekdays, 5 games required on scheduled weekends. Season will be approximately 4 weeks long, including the 1 week for the playoffs. 24 hours to play your scheduled games. Free agent scheduling. Free agents that are selected on the WBBA free agents are required to play on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturday in the WBBA free agent showcase. Free agent season is a 10-game season. Your fines and penalties. The first infraction, $5. Your second infraction, $10. Third infraction, you're kicked out the league. That's what it is. Once a player or team is fined, no games can be played until the fine is paid, and the refusal to pay the fine will result in termination, and there will be no refunds. Things that you can be fined for. Animation glitches. Not having a 6'11 center in your lineup. Not having a logo on the left side of jersey. Not having white base home jerseys. Having a white or gray base away jersey. Not having hardwood floor courts. Not having visible lines on your court. Not having logo on the inside of each side of your court. Not streaming the game. Sending your screenshots after the 6 hours after your game is played. Not playing the scheduled game within 24 hours, and playing with inactive or unsigned free agents. And there is no verbal abuse. Keep your trash talk 2K only. You can talk anything about 2K, any trash talk outside of 2K, hey, you will be blasted for it. Your first time, a verbal warning. Second violation will result in immediate termination. The awards. The WBBA League Champion gets $500 out the end of the season. The Finals MVP, League MVP will get $50. The GM of the year will get free registration for the next season and 1 free agent spot. All WBBA team, all WBBA defensive team, and defensive MVP. Miscellaneous. WBBA draft next season. Let's get ready for the up-and-coming WBBA draft next season and keep checking the social media outlets. Introducing WBA International Basketball News Association. The WBBA League presents the WBBA IBNA. This includes advanced analytics, weekly stories, free agent MVP, and various blogs about during the season. The King of the Court is coming soon for the WBBA. They be introducing 1v1, 2v2, and 3v3 tournaments, shoutouts, dunk contests, and single elimination tournament. And all rules are subject to revision by the WBBA management at any time during the season. You can hate my game, but respect my grind. And I'm out of here, yo.